to me, obstructors who harm me, and those create obstacles on my path to liberation and damnation. May they experience happiness to suffer from suffering severely. Our race till which day in the still ones are past perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. O Mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those create obstacles on my path to liberation and damnation. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and save their ways to reach them in the still ones are past perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. Dala dang wara zibe da, no bara zibe ge. Tarba dang tam je jembe barde ju bara zeba dam je je zor zebe. Mananga da nyambe zemje dam je dewa dang de. No ngara dang jar nyorde lana me ba yang da bara zobe sanjo rumbo je do bara sa. Da sandra achieving enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of Mandalas Yadams. We take refuge in the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. Exalted Buddha. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the noble Dhakas, Dakini, Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas invested in enlightenment and the progress of the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to Bodhicitta and apply myself to a complete stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached by the merit of generosity and other good deeds. May I take Buddha hold for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May the rest in economity, free from attachment and aversion. So now we go to mandala offering. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water and the stir of the flowers. It is adorned with the meadow, the spring mountain, the four continents and the moon. As Buddha fell over it, may all sentient beings attain the happiness as the Buddha feels. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer altar in the sacred offerings with my body, wealth, and all that is visible. Please grant me supreme realization, enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these I dedicate. Om Guru Rina Mandala Punza Manga Samandra Savarina Samaye Aho. I equal refuge, ornament of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are Victor Vajradhara with adore. I bow at the feet of Father Jigdi Sungong, continually attain with no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessing, dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of mind. Please turn the way of the Dharma of the two vehicles and the combination according to disposition and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. We go to short Manjushri press. You are the perfect, beautiful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes, and the despair darkness of the ignorance. I posted before you the press to Manjushri. You ne chang wai po, yi xie zhong me rab den bar, yi te de mo men sarwa, jam par yang lai zang zer du. Tu je sha yi rui zhen zhong, yin je me do de je bong jiong ba, ser je len bo da ver ji be ge, xiao jie jar bei xiao la gu san ce, dor jian 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 de lo na ro dang, mar bai me lai chi jie gan bo ba, pa mo zhi bai jar wai ji gong bei, Kaju Laman Anlai Zorwan De Rome Chije Yenje Podrangni Tisom Sanje Kunje Ngonye Ransem Chige Ngonsam Donzepe Save Lame Shalai Zorwan De. So now first I'm going to share the transmission, pointing instruction to the older woman. So this teaching, Pema Sambhava giving instruction to the older woman. Very short instruction. Actually, this teaching is a part of a Dzogchen, and the records to transmission a long time ago. So today I'm going to do this transmission. Then after I'm going to share the Shamatha Meditation teaching. Sangha lamje rebe dongzhe ngoro de daba gepo karzo dan gemon zobso je dana yogso. Actually they has two separate. One is stick pointing to the old man. Second is finger pointing to the old woman's heart. It's split instruction by Pema Sambhava. Namo Guru Lobo Pema June La Ngo Shira Jabo Shi Sawa Lo Chido Lomba Tipa Mazeba da Tipa Chige Chabo Ji Winzar Lobon Loji Yoden Oge Janji Yamaze Lobon Jija Jima Jebar Sebana Loji Lobon Yubukuma Longo Gesa Sangange Meda Medos and Lobra Borde Jiba Lobra Majela Dala to Sevar Gonza da Chida Tipa Chong Nise Shira Joson da Nasoge Lobon Chimbo Dala Kola da Rondo chuba toba lawa takam chewa nyamsa lawa gebo chekama danga chekha zarashibe lobonje gebe nyingar sanga zode damande owo nyungje ranga sanjo semde la ti dang soda kato chuba mi so dang rise cheba mi tadang vise chuba mi tamone songa mi de tong ba parade niba mi de tong taman ro sa mi de tong tong ba de kango shi na range rango range shi ba yin chi che chi ni go wa yin sem je sem tong wa yin tambo ne lo din la be ba yin ri ba sang jo je sem ding bo je ma do je Ranzong la la ne be yin ni zar de mi de jin ye je dong do bar la jin ye je dong la re do jin zin ba mi de sem ta xie jin ta len de san jia je mi de san jie rang ge sem nya wan ro je mi de nya wa rang ge sem san jie la re wa mi de rang ge rang sang jie nya war to ba mi de ri pa ran da chi la sa je mi de ri pa chi ni ran sa ra ta wa ne lo jin bo rang la yu be yin la zar de me bar to ta je do de da nyam zlan de nyam zlan bar do na rang Rang kang do ba te le ro go ne yin be san na wa la kang na wa ran nang sa wa ran sar tong ba ran tong ran zong ran ye trip tha tham je da tawar ya go ten de sai na wa to se shar wen na wa ran sar ta be na wa lam de chen nyam sa lang wo nam san la ten ba chi shar chen ji chang ti nga lo ngo mi de tong ban do be cha ji tin ran sar ta sem sal thep lam de long wen nyam sa lang de wo sa wa nyam mo ba kang ji cha nyam mo ba la La tena jimi to ranzong rang ye nyamong pa lam de chen nyam salang deo de da nyam salong za na gom ba ting gom sar mi tham je chang sa shan ne nyam la sa de mi chen ye je yi shi la jin che mi chu lam la pa lang mi je dan do ja chen ye je to na nan da mi de de da to za na jong le ge ja sang ju je sen la ge je mi wang bo no do mi do na bre ge tin le she jang ri pa yi shi ji ge la jin che me pe men je yin ten ba to be che la rin dong mi chen ye je dong la so ri me be dong de ko be ti pa la che jong mi do ge bo yang da ba lam de dong nyam sa long zu ji nyam ni ju la khon zu ji chik da dong da ma da wan zu zun de je do da ma da wan zu chen pe si sing ban zu long ti Londam da chatang la gawar manzo tamar ti loda chawan zo pachawo shimba ma che wan zo zadong la sikpa ma che wan zo tamme tamar shi la song zo tsela long mi zung de jin zo gepo cheka me dangan zo ji song ne gempe ngingar sangka zong ne dambe ngo shira jambo traba to gepen kharso ge damba sanje ngo ru ji sawa sara jo tong khar jin san choja ji yuge ko ba geo namong goro that's a part of the stick pointing to the old man instruction. So now is pointing finger to the old woman. Namo Guru Lobo Pema Jone Jabo Tazon de Jin down the Tamana Yubadis de Dinza Gedimashi Sawagimotebala Chewa Lobo Lanshin de Mibachi Yubadi Yomo Margonza Rinjizo Shizavala number Chapsho Yavarela Gundru che tse samre tamne lobon tangda tango de ne lobon sami yuba lambar gemi sadang ko wasene shiba lobo jimola lobon ne ji lobon ne yukam gemon che kan da chik de pimi ji lo de be che wa mi ni zo lo me be shira de ba jong som de na so ge shiba mong ne make me sarve Lobun Jimbo Gemola Tseko, Tsek Chungwa Ko Lawa Nyamza Lang Deva Dong Chewa Gemo Chikam Dama Tsek Sari, Chibe Lobon Jane Gemo Chu Sayin, Sombe Gemi Shiba Komo, Man, the Nambarachi Regla Chap Show Yar Rending the Tamarila, Shibe Lobon Jane Trison de Zimeja Teva Chewa Chik De An, Sone Gemo Lobon La Dambata. Gemo Chirong La Li Chambo San La Tarchi Semu La Shoji Sone, Lobon Jagemi Ganzomo So de Dambataban Deo. 月末牛走街，杨大伯走不上街就公巴当康松，心经你那姐姐有谁那什么马多你来米，三年就东多呗，上街马多饭口完吃完烟，上街就一些人了有讲我嘛西巴烟的上街就觉得心街他们街啦有个他们就这个么啦有的样七八啦上街。这拉北面拉上这穷阿弥，等那七八北面的这讲个阿弥陀松，等那一些的多现一些巴拉西巴拉上这我们这东松讲，这东西巴拉西巴拉那么当啊这松的那边农民现些了中央没地松的今年就东上这公把这松这松我有大边那瓦上啥种南京。不，现在本身你就是把让他说把都是娘干的，然后让给些我的了，是从我有觉得，当然riba上就什么的了，那么多个路嘛，来把让啥的那完的了，要不有那完了的嘛，要不那完刚到样懂得那边门真的，那完刚也啥都知道。在线那是前当看人诺当着扎当你平当说不当就拉手不干了，大等金巴嘛就那样，懂得门真就行吧，没把但是从我有大把啥玩意，从我有大把身上迷信门着行吧当金巴没把，啥了东巴本来没弄那个做你当那样，从就当金巴没得东巴扎呗，那样让啥的东巴我当金巴身大把riba。让啥说我们俺的上那么多年，这真把当东啊刚接讲刚才真把的立马送完就把让啥，周围东的真就是就嘛给把我那riba这么没把身那边不说，但周围你riba啥riba了多不这么们这么们这把了是万一本那人不其实人心把这是，这人的身上那啥都没有没把人的让riba也是多少那那么多没有没把人送把都是娘个没俺。de nyamsa lamba de sarang riba tama ba lam sale sange shigewa de nyamsa lambe dewa sarma moto ba song xin da loye ma je ben nyam je wa de sanje je gomba yin be rang o rang ge shi ba wo ben rang ge yin ba lan de ve yik chi de gom me ge ma yin nyam be nam jo to ba ya gang yam ja ro be de dang da wa rang ge riba chin yin ba rang ge ngo shi zang nang kor wo chi tam je chin yin nyam de gom me ge ma gom ja chin je tong da man da ma gom be gom ba sa wa yin no chi tam je rang yin 매발 시바데 이시 데 이시버 르파치지 잉오시베 라모랑게 시바 사와 이노데 데사나 제발 토미미 사와라 제종미 올라노돌미 시라라 제종미 티바라마뇨미 나솔라게 요미 시바라 살마살미 세경로 고라와 냠니 데라 동제완 제와라 냠 응아와 냠 응아와게 모데다 냠살린 조셀라 롬메베 소와진 조버 chu korbo la mi lo tong si ba le ri kwa ke che gom be chi che la me dan be ja nyor de tong zen de sa wa la sin de mi be gom rom thar song zu ge mong che ka man se ve se ma ra dan ban den tong zu ji song de ge men gan zu zu zong ne dan ba da be me yang ge mong zu zu ge dan ba ji sa wo ge mo bong yo ni zhor de ba to wo se ra ji dong den ka jin san zo jia ji ge gu ba ge mong zu zu ge dan ga zo zo de da san ge lam je ren ban da lo bong jian bo be ma san ba ba do ji song zhi mi lo sa wa nya ja na ge ma ra dan no san ji yi xin ne ka me ju ba 마체 바다 때가 공원이 단때돈 도르제 링바제 때존 남식동 저와 유베 신의 예집에 내서 종월 사오 종만대의 동제즈 관이 동나니 베다나 번세 지가는 제발은 저바에 세번 소렌 조와 조와르쇼 상조선조론 보제 마제바나 제제基本上没把阳光的光的被瓦日修。So now we finish this fountain instruction to the old me and old woman. This is by Pema Sambhava. Today I'm going to share with you is Shamatha meditation. Shamatha meditation is actually basic first stage, but most important, meditation practice. The reason is if we don't practice meditate shamatha, then all the meditation we can be know intellectually. But when we practice meditate, it's really hard to maintain. The reason is, our mind is the like go all over the place, too much thoughts. It's not stable. So so like yourself, right? Our mind is not stable. It's all the time thoughts. Even we go to sleep, so thought is there. You go to sleep, but then you have dreaming. That means like our mind is not resting within 24 hours. Even your body is resting, but mind is never rest. So if mind is not resting, then other, like we talk about Vipassana, we talk about Mahamudra Dzogchen, we talk about visualize the Yidam deity meditation. This all is become very hard. You know how to meditate, but you cannot stay too long. I think you all have the experience. Because when you visualize the Yidam deity, but mind is like, can be okay like a couple of minutes, but then mind is already gone. So you cannot really control. Very hard to control your crazy mind. Yeah. So that's why we need the shamatha meditation practice. Uh, Shamatha meditation is very basic, but sometimes like people think, oh, it's easy. I know this how to do. But how to do, knowing is not enough. So we have to practice and meditate, until really your mind you can control, right? Example, you ready to go sleep, your mind is be with the breath. So no any thoughts, mind is be with the breath until fall asleep. You can stop all the thoughts, yeah. So then your shamatha is like walking, and it's that you feel the shamatha meditation benefit. So then you have a stress out, anxieties, unhappy feelings, all the time going on some situations, worldly things. So long as we have a fear and hope, then your mind is always follow the thoughts, past or future. Uh, so, due to that, minds follow the past future, then, you know, bring the, like anxieties, unhappy, and sadness, all this, our like no positive feeling is arising. So due to that, then we lose our happy and peace. So that's why shamatha meditation can stop that. Yeah, if long as you can stop that, then your shamatha meditation is working. Shamatha meditation is not that hard to understand. Very easy to understand. Even without a teacher, you can understand how to do this practice. But followed by the instruction, followed by is lineage, is more blessing and more help your part of the your on the path, and the spiritual path is kept in the mandala path. So that's why shamatha meditation also need a guide. So even how to do practice shamatha, but then some on the path meditation, during the meditation you can get different kind of obstacles. The obstacle means not really obstacle, but we create the obstacle become. If you don't have a guide, the reason is when you meditate, so your mind is like no same is like during this like originally original means like generally ordinary people mind is always like follow the thoughts, and we have emotions, and always going on some just basic situation, always like we have a regular situation, right? When you practice shamatha is practice is working to you, I mean the effective to you, so your mind is something different than before, then you have different kind of experience. So you get this different kind of experience, then if you don't know how to dealing with that, become you can be crazy. I heard many people meditate can be crazy, and some lose like effort, lose devotions, and then some people lose like even worldly things to do things correctly, so that kind of something happen. Not everyone this meditation experience always due to individual case. So we always guide these practices like generally, but generally teaching is, general guide means like just generally sharing, but individually also need something different instructions. Because when you get some different kind of experience, right? If you, not everyone need, individual guide, but some, this general guide also, you understand helps, but some people need specific guide. Some people, this, general guide is this teaching what they talk about experience, how to dealing with that experience. So you are okay. Even, follow this instruction, you okay. But some people need a specific guide because due to individual has different experience. So that's why, shamatha meditation need teacher, and you practice, guide, or guide means like you sometimes you some have sharing, talk and help you to like right path. So that's why we need the teaching. If long as you practice shamatha, then other meditation is kind of not that difficulty. Everything's become easy. Shamatha, that's why it's the most important key. Yeah, if you're going to build the house, so foundation is most important, right? If foundation is not important, then your house is easily collapsed. So you don't have that good protection for, wind and the natural disasters. You don't have a good protection. Your house can be easily, your house is collapsed. So same, without the shamatha meditation, our other practice, it's okay if you don't, you know, get big obstacles, but you are okay. But then sometimes you can be lost. So that's why shamatha meditation is all important. Then that is I'm going to share with you today. So it's Khenpo Samdup meditation, right? With English is Khenpo Samdup meditation. Tibetans we call she and ne. She is calm. Uh, ne means abiding. So meditation, yeah. Uh, then this shamatha meditation follow also different levels. So we're just going to follow by each levels today and tomorrow. Also, we're going to practice and meditate. Okay, not only are sharing this talk, we have time afternoon, so we're going to meditate. So in China, like other in Asia, it's very late, so they cannot join up evening after afternoon. So you can go sleep and you can meditate, night time or morning when you wake up, and then you can come join the tomorrow night. Uh, then also you can watch the again, this recording, follow instruction. So afternoon we're going to more focus for meditation. So then this shamatha meditation is teaching, is guide, this followed by stage meditation. So stage meditation, I wrote the book, it's called stage meditation. It's different levels of meditation. This different level meditation is two categories. Okay, so relative truth bodhicitta and absolute truth bodhicitta. So two categories. Relative truth bodhicitta is all is a method. So method is like we practicing basic meditation. Uh, so four thoughts meditation. I think four thoughts means, and training our mind. Follow the, if you practice four thoughts, your mind follow the dharma, spiritual, and they have love, compassion, bodhicitta meditation. So that all is a method or a part of the method meditation. Then automic bodhicitta is absolute truth bodhicitta is shamatha meditation, vipassana meditation, generation meditation, and completion stage. So these four different chapters is part of the absolute truth bodhicitta. So why we call the absolute truth bodhicitta? This all is looking into your mind. you know. So looking onto your mind, control your mind is called absolute truth practice. You focus more on external, right? Drawing things, create something external, changing your, using your practice, benefit others, doing some focus, author level is called, method and relative to the bodhicitta. So that's why this shamatha is all focused for more is your own mind. And that's why it's called automatic bodhicitta, part of this teaching. So then in this teaching, is the follow by just different kind of ways, step by step. It's beyond all constructs. The beyond the, our thoughts have to let go. So we cannot stuck with our thoughts and emotions. And the total clarity, so mind is become very clear. It's the same as like water, dirty is, you don't shaking, you don't move, right? And the water is become subtle, the dirty is subtle down and clear. So you rest in your mind, become clear because of free from thoughts and free from emotions. Then accessible only with automatic truth. So this, practice taking into the absolute truth meditation. The reason is this meditation is focus on your mind. And then I modify, it's looking into the true nature. So shamatha goal is recognize true nature. But this, first stage is not directly talking about the true nature. So, last night, every Friday evening, I share the Dzogchen teaching and Mahamudras. That all the teaching is looking to the true nature directly. But shamatha is the causes of looking to the true nature. Dzogchen Mahamudra is a result, okay, fruition, right? And the shamatha is a cause. So this helps taking you to your mind is realize, absolute true your own natural mind. That's why this teaching is called automatic bodhicitta, absolute truth bodhicitta. So then this teaching to accomplish the realization of automatic bodhicitta, so we need to meditate and gain familiarity with the shamatha and the vipassana. So this first is, shamatha. Shamatha meditation, we have to gain familiarity. The meditation means we have to gain familiarity. We have to use to, So our mind is not used to for resting, right? Your mind is used to follow the thoughts. So our meditation is cultivating thoughts, right? Generally, all these worldly people, right? No, we change that to mind is resting in the nature. So that is called, that we have to gain and familiarity. That is called meditation. Okay, meditation means like sometimes people, meditation means like when you meditate, what do you see? Yeah, do you see Buddha? Do you see future? Do you see past some karma? People ask these questions. The who ask these questions no any understanding what means meditation. Okay, so then that person no idea dharma actually. Do you understand? So always people think when you meditate, you see Buddha, you see the spirits, right? You feed the spirits or something, benefit them. So that is incorrect thinking. So meditation means you not doing anything actually. Your mind is resting. You seeing something is not meditating. We always seeing, right? And no, I mean the temporal. Someone say, do you, when you meditate, you see the Buddha? So if I meditate, I see the Buddha. I'm not meditating. I'm looking the eye, looking to the statues, right? Then I say I can see thousand Buddhas behind me here. Yeah. So you can see directly Buddha there. If you see this or the Buddha statue there, then you can say I see Buddha, but that means you're not meditating. Okay. So meditation, you don't seeing. So you're really looking to your mind. Stop the thoughts. That's the most important. So then that's why this shamatha is more important, because first without this practice, we cannot practice other meditations. Or samadhi practice are stable state of meditative concentration. Many different levels of samadhi meditation practice. Then this shamatha helps all these meditations become very stable. And the mind is meditative concentration. You can focus, relax, be in the with your mind. So that is called meditation. Then, I tell you, in many different religions in this world, different cultures, different traditions, so many diversity, different rituals practice. Without samadhi, that practice is no essence. True essence is samadhi practice. And so now we look to, all different traditions. They have really good ritual, many part, but all is missing is samadhi practice. Uh, that's I recognize. I went to many countries. They also have different kind of traditions. It's a really great tradition. It's really benefit. But then go more deeper, no samadhi. So without samadhi, then we cannot beyond the samsara. So all the practices become within in samsara. Because last night I shared with you, long as you have this, uh, uh, this conceptual thought, so then that is called samsara. Samadhi is stop the conceptual thought. So then that is directly take to the beyond the samsara. So last night I share you, each moment you can beyond the samsara. We don't need to think about the future life and beyond the samsara, right? Each moment you stop the conceptual thoughts. You are in the nature of your mind. You are already beyond the samsara that moment. So we don't have that stable. That's why we have to practice shamatha and create a very stable. Becomes shamatha practice is more stable, and the samadhi practice is more effectively permanently, not temporarily, like affected. So this shamatha meditation, I tell you, like temporary effect, permanently affected, two difference, right? And no, many in these Western countries, looking shamatha practice meditation is only temporary affected. Not that looking really permanently practice, looking that direction. Uh, in Tibet, many meditator practitioners, they don't look to temporary effected, that looking try to permanent benefit, like really go beyond samsara, permanently care, future more, taking care about a more future life. So temporary taking care is shamatha benefit. Shamatha you meditate shamatha, your mind can be stable, your mind is calm, your mind is relaxed. So no overwhelming all the time. Then you can be with your friends, you can be with your family, you can be with your co-workers. Everything is become, you can handle very easy. So that is, I think, is like benefit in this life, right? So many people looking that benefit, but that is a too short thinking, This shamatha meditation benefit is not that temporary. It's really benefit future life. Because you think about, the truth is, when we die means body is dissolved to the elements, right? Mind is not die. So the reason is, many reasons that body is a fire element can dissolve to the fire elements, but mind is no physical object, not created by fire elements. That's why it cannot dissolve. Its mind is empty, clarity, like talk about many different qualities. So it cannot die. If you fall asleep, your mind is not there, right? You cannot fall asleep your mind. That's why you have dreaming. If you sleep, then until wake up, you don't have any dreams. Just same as the body goes sleep, mind goes sleep, like same exactly. Then when you die, your mind die. Absolutely die, right? Then die. Body goes sleep, mind goes sleep, same is like that. Become we die, mind is die. But when we go for sleep, it's mind is not sleep there, right? So we have dreaming, minds go all over the place the whole night. It's more sharper than in daytime. Nighttime you can go other countries, right? So sometimes I wake up, I don't know where I am, because I'm traveling lots. So wake up is where I am. This dreaming is another place, right? Wake up. So you also happening there too. That means mind is not resting, mind is not sleep. So its mind body is separate. That indicate that sign is when we die, body is dissolved to element, but mind is never die. Okay? So then shamatha meditation is think about you doing something for your body or you doing something for your mind. Okay? So the shamatha meditations we create or doing create good quality for mind, not body, right? Body also okay, like because it's connections, right? No body, mind, like long as you have this physical, it's dependent to each other. So your mind is become calm, relaxed, that affected your body, benefit your body. Your mind is not relaxed, not happy, that affected your body, it's become harm to your body. Uh, that is as long as your body, mind together. But shamatha meditation, of course, helps your body healthy, but more benefit your mind, consciousness. Okay, so when we die, so mind is crazy, and like see, we fall asleep. It's like right we take dreaming. The dream is always in the dream. It's like we have always a fear and hopes. Sometimes we have so much fears in the dream. So wake up so happy, right? It's dreaming, yeah. Do you have that kind? Yes, I think so. So wake up, you're really happy because sometimes like nightmare and so much suffering in the dream. So you wake up, it's okay, it's a dream. It's happy, right? And then some that means like we have fear. And sometimes in the dream, so happy, enjoy, wake up, you sad because it's not right, it's not true. You have become win the lotteries or something, and you have something like your expectations you get, you have, that kind of dream comes when you wake up. You that always it's a delusion. You're not happy. That means you have hopes. Okay, so when we die, mind has this fear and hope. That's the reason we go to the Pardo. And in the Pardo, extremely fear and hope, and these two makes suffering for us. And then that's the reason we take birth. So why we have these hopes, fears? Because we cannot control this crazy mind. That's why we have this hope and fears. Long as you control your mind, then it's very powerful. So the why is we call Buddha is in Tibetan words is Buddha is Jarva. Jar means conqueror. Why is we call conqueror? Conquer all mind. You know. Then freedom is your mind is become freedom. So permanent freedom you have. So that is all is this shamatha meditation, is practice, helps, benefit. Without shamatha, you cannot conquer your mind. If you cannot conquer your mind, you don't get freedom. Yeah, so that's you have to understand. That's why this shamatha meditation really help you become conqueror, means like you are winner. And as long as you control your mind, you are the 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 supreme being in the world become. Yeah. So we cannot control our own mind, then that's the reason we are endless suffering in samsara. So all the time follow the thoughts, emotions. We are all the time called anything, right? Is correct? So anything is our own mind, victim. We are become victim because this crazy mind, we have become our own victim, right? Okay. So that's we have to know. Then how to practice shamatha. So we have to know that. I say lots benefit, but then it's how to that practice. I want to know, so I'm going to share with you. You need patience, okay? Be patient, and I'll share with you how to meditate this. A place conducive to practice all few desires. And here in this teaching, is some short instructions. Like when you're going to meditate, you need good conditions. If without good conditions, you cannot practice and meditate. So that's why it's sharing with you like some good conditions. Few desire means this is called positive desire. Okay, we're not talking about negative desire. So we have enough negative desire. So now we need a positive desire. Have to introduce to the negative desire. Not to overwhelm with work and activities. So uh, when we meditate practice the place, we need find more quiet space. You cannot have like overwhelmed with work and activities. This is for the beginner, for us, okay? If you are really good meditator, then doesn't matter where you are. So we are for beginner, we need a very quiet space. Otherwise, you hear the voice, you follow that. Even you're not important, you not need to hear anything, but mind is cannot control because like to follow, here. I want to know, yeah. I want to, what is this person say? I wanted to know. So that is already your mind's follow. Uh, so we cannot, control is seeing something, your mind easily follow that thought. So that's why we need, when you practice shamatha meditation, so very quiet place. And then this place, we need five qualities. Uh, so it's called automate location. Location is good place, good location, good companions. Good location means like, remote area, right? And we say solitary place. So that is good location. And you go to maybe more nature, it's good location. Yeah, so our case, even you cannot find nature, but you stay in your room, right? Close the door, and husband, wife, or kids running in the, in the your living room watching TV. You don't hear that, then you find already good location. So you cannot meditate with them in the watching TV, and together, and people talking, yelling, or doing things. You cannot do meditate. So that's why we need the location is uh, quiet place. The good company is if you go to retreat, right? It's like 1 week, 2 week, or 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. So you need good companions. Today, like come to Dharma Center, it's okay. 1 day, 2 days, and even you don't, that much like difficulty. So easy for everyone, for easy. But good company means like think about two people go to retreat like together, every day cook together, eat together, right? Practice together. Then you need the same opinion. So someone wanted to do more practice, someone wanted to watch TV or do other things, like then you cannot go along together. So that's why we need a good company. Uh, Not too many people around during the daytime. So see, the location is like you go longer meditate, practice, and then you go to like more nature place, remote area, meditate. So not many people, not a lot of noisy during nighttime. So some area nighttime has a lot of noisy going on. So not only human beings, sometimes the noise come from, it's spirits and location is not that pleasant, no good energy. They all always have something going on. So that's why when you stay the area, your mind is like shaking, fear so strong, cannot stay there, meditate. That means always for this is a guide is for beginners. Okay, one day you are practitioner, then become everything is opposite. Whatever we say is incorrect here. Okay, do you understand? So what I'm talking about here, all is for the beginner meditator. So that's why up to everything's individual level. So then you have that five different that location you have. We have to practice shamatha. Then you have to, what you have to do, give rise to highest motivation or sentient beings, enlightenment imbue mind with the compassion for all suffering. So we have to cultivate bodhicitta. When you sit down, someone is going on something, it's make noises. I don't know.
Khenpo, can you please turn on your microphone? Somebody missed your phone.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
thanks. Sorry about. So yeah, it's when you're going to meditate. So unconsciously, you come and sit down, no any thoughts. Don't do that way, yeah. So what do you have to do when you're going to meditate? So you have to cultivate bodhicitta, and then the practice is powerful. Become it's really benefit you, and also the practice benefit others. So that's why we always give rise to high motivation, all sentient beings enlightenment. Imbue mind with the compassion for all suffering, like create some good intention, recognize all these beings suffering, and then arising like compassion in your mind, create like yourself is like fear is very compassion, almost tear is coming your eye, right? So fear is body also have some feelings. If you can create that, then it's positive, very powerful. Then you meditate is really benefit. So that's why we cultivate bodhicitta. Uh, so offer post station with the 5 branches. Then when you chant, you can chant prayer bodhicitta and you cultivate meditate bodhicitta. Then chant these offerings called uh, 5 points. So offering 5 branches. We call 5 branches. Sometimes we have call about 7 branches. This one 5 branches we have to do. Make offering. So I'm going to meditate. Right? It's my body, speech, mind, all this everything in the world, pleasure things or good things or offering to enlightened beings. So mentally, you cultivate that mentally, and then I want to confess in my own negative deeds. I'm beginning last time until no. So just if you can think something you did wrong, so that bring your mind, and that negativity and all my negative karma, previous lifetime I create, I want to purify, confession to the enlightened beings. Rejoice in Mary of all beings. So then you cultivate this also, thinking about, no, I'm going to meditate. This meditation, when you meditate, so you think about all other like realizes they meditate. That's why they reach enlightenment, free from suffering. So rejoice them, we rejoice, fair rejoice them. And we fair rejoice practitioners. And then you also fair rejoice yourself. No, I can meditate. I have this opportunity. You feel make yourself is good, yeah, happy because we have to recognize our opportunity. Then that helps become good effort. rejoice yourself, rejoice others. That's called 5 branches. So give rise to bodhicitta and offering, confession, rejoicing. Then after 7-point posture of Verochana. So when you sit the meditation, you have to change your body postures. The reason is, we have a very strong worldly habitude our body. So we don't have a meditation habitude for this body. That's why when you sit down, if you don't have a meditation habitude, always mind is follow this past feature like distracting. Thinking about worldly thoughts. So that problem is because we don't have a body habitude meditation. Who has a body habitude meditation, when they sit down, go directly into the meditation postures. So you have a body habitude, even you sit in the chair and the cushion, so then naturally, create body postures. Naturally create your body postures. So that helps like each moment you can go into the meditation. So otherwise, like if you don't have a body habituated meditation, very hard to go into meditation practice because until you get in the temple. So whatever you're doing, you don't have, condition for meditate. That's why you need to create a body habituate. How to create a body habituate? Cross legs, first one. So cross leg is usually we don't sit cross leg, right? So you sit always different. When you sit cross leg, people recognize right away, oh, he's meditator. She is a meditator, right? Cross leg. Think about it. You go to the public space. How many people cross leg to stay, right? And at home, how many people make sitting is a cross leg? Everyone create a lay down in the chair. Where is comfort sofa, chairs. So that habituate never. That's the habituate is like just worldly regular our habituate. Yeah. So long as you have meditation habituate, then when you sit, don't cross a leg naturally. But this many people cannot do cross legs. Cross legs is not easy. When we was young, and this is the hardest cross legs because 2-3 hours practicing, and then legs really pain, and you cannot stretch your leg in the middle of the practice. And so many months, right? This is the hardest one. It's sometimes a nightmare comes. So, but you don't have that kind of strict rules. It's good for you, okay? You just cross the leg and you're not comfortable, you can change your posture. Then you can sit in the chair. When you sit in the chair, don't sit like just lay down this way, yeah? And always straight up. That's the number one. Then hands on lap on or knees. So people put like this way in the lap and in this way in the knee. So either one is correct. I show you here. Or in this way or in this way. So both are correct. That's either way is correct. That's the hand. Then straight back. So that's is most important. You sit in the chair cross like anyway. You have to straight back. Along the spine. Shoulders separate and forward back means like when you meditate. I have the demonstrations a little bit here, and see, cannot do this way meditating. Yeah. Some people does like this meditate. This is a sadness like posture, right? This is overwhelming posture, right? So shoulder must be like this. No, cannot this way, and it's have space with the arm and the body, shoulder. Yeah. Chain lowered. So this chain lower is a depending individual because when you have a lot of thoughts going on, chain is lower, like because your eye is down the nose, yeah. So that helps become reduce your distractions. agitation. You know, someone who has a big agitation, difficulty, so then your eyes down the nose, chin is lower. Then someone has sleepy fogginess. You know, when meditate, go sleep, and thinking about worldly things, never go sleep. Then you can whole night dance, party, you know, do things like until go up to the next day, you're okay. But when you Dharma practice, that's the, you know, happening. Many people, you know, that says like when you follow the spiritual, your mind's foggy, dark, closed, ignorance, right? And you're going to do worldly like this, your mind is clear, you know, and become then very sharp. So that is the obstacle. We have that problems. Everyone has that problem. That's why, you know, if you have that kind of problem, then your mind, I cannot draw the chain. You have to little bit look far away because, you know, your mind is too foggy. You cannot meditate. You have to look little far away. So generally, then you're always focused right amongst is 5 feet of you, like your body's how long? Maybe some has 5 feet, right? Some has 4 feet, some has 3 feet. So just 5 feet in front of you. So that is your destination, like kind of eye contact. Tap over tongue on plate. So that's the hardest one. The tongue touch in, behind the teeth. No pushing harder, okay? Just touch. The open very soft mouth, very soft, no wide, no close. So your air is go through the mouth, inhale from nose, mouth, doesn't matter. You know, don't think about pay attention. My inhale is from the nose or exhale is from mouth. Then you get distraction. So that's why just little bit open your mouth. Its tongue is touched behind the teeth. Breathe from the mouth, nose. Doesn't matter. You know, don't focus too much there. And then relax. So its tongue is touched behind the teeth. It helps become your mouth is slave and not going to dry it. Otherwise, you open mouth and like breathe in, exhale, your mouth is dried. So it's problem. And then you know, if nose always you close mouth is breathe from the nose. Sometimes you get catch cold and you cannot breathe from the nose, right? So also we always breathe from the nose. So it's also help your mindful, change your habituate. So we don't do that usually. That's why you do this, helps you change your habituate. Then also go more deeper level teachings. Instruction is, so your breathe from the mouth is like, there's a connect with the heart, you know, then that waking up bodhicitta. So something reasons, you know, it's more deeper reasons there. I don't know, but they have more deeper reasons, okay? And that's why breathe from the mouth. If you can, if you can't, it's okay, just let go. Uh, then I get downwards. So I is already, I told, is depending up to individual, not always the same. So that is that's called 7-point postures meditation, called Verochana. Then how to meditate is shamatha. Shamatha is called peace for a body, I already explained. So not evaluated by busy network of thoughts and concepts. When you meditate, so you cannot network with the busy thoughts and conceptual, yeah? We have that already. That's why we're tired. We want to stop that. That's the reason we come to for teaching, for meditate practice, right? If you like to your mind's network of thoughts and concepts, then forget about shamatha. Yeah. So why we want shamatha? Because we're tired already for this. You know, too long time. Our minds this follow the thoughts and the conceptual. Is we already tired, right? Are you? I'm really tired for it's mind is always follow the thoughts, and too busy network is tired. So that's why we wanted to meditate shamatha. Then meditation with reference point or focal object, meditation beyond reference point. They have two different levels. Meditation with reference point, okay, or focal object. Do you understand what means focal objects? So you have something support you, okay? That's called focal object. Meditation beyond reference point, another beyond reference point, two levels. So the first one is for beginners. Second one is okay, so you already good, so you can go to the second level. But when this also people get misunderstand. You know, every moment, every time when you meditate, each section you have to apply all these different levels. So first step you meditate 10 minutes. Second step you meditate 10 minutes. Third step you meditate 10 minutes. Fourth step you meditate 10 minutes. 40 minutes, 4 different levels of shamatha. So you can follow 10 minutes each steps. Or you can focus, first one is more minutes, right? More longer time. Other is shorter time. Or first one is shorter, other is longer. It's always like you have to manage yourself. So we cannot only focus first 1 month, then go to second 1 month. That sometimes people think I'm already graduate first one, so I don't want to go back second one, right? Otherwise, I further down again, go lower stage. I don't want to lower stage because I already graduated lower stage. I'm second stage. So that sometimes people think is misunderstand. Okay, this stage is each section you have to apply. Until enlightenment, we no graduate. Okay, the absolute graduate is until enlightenment. Yeah, temporary graduate is, you know, your mind is control. You know, free from thoughts, free from emotions. Your mind become peaceful, relaxed. You want to be in there, you can stay like hours, no problem. Yeah, when you have thoughts, emotions, you right away stop them. You can stop. So then you already get temporary goal. So that's why, you know, we have to apply this all the time. It's each stage is like each section we have to apply. And then if you go to more beyond this level, first is always meditate shamatha. Then go to vipassana and dzogchen mahamudra, right? So if you go to directly to your looking into your own nature mind, if you have instructions about mahamudra dzogchen teachings, you can be go in that directly, but you cannot stay too long. I cannot stay too long. That's why, you know, I think you also hard to stay too long. It's I cannot say like I cannot stay, you cannot stay. It's mistake, right? But I think through my understanding experience, it's harder to stay too long in the Mahamudra meditation state because without shamatha. So when I meditate, first I go to shamatha. When I have really thoughts, you know, more thoughts, sometimes like it's kind of like, you know, your mind is crazy and so no relax. Yeah, so you have so much agitation. Then first step is shamatha. Shamatha meditate, focus with this first stage. Then go to second stage. Then you go up to other levels. It's okay. So you go directly to Mahamudra is not possible actually. That's why meditation with reference point. We have two meditation beyond reference point. So know how to meditate, practice shamatha. Meditation with a focal object. First one, meditation with visual object, meditation without visual object is two. And the first one, meditation with visual object. Some object not through light, color. So share you like some, like these instructions. If you meditate, you always using white color or something, focus object, then not good for your eye. So if you short moments, it's okay. Short moment of time. But not too bad, the white color also, comparing to we watch the, phone and the screen, TV. Yeah. But the problem is, we don't have effort for meditation practice. We have effort for these samsaric things. Like you can go Facebook and hours, no problem. No, your eyes okay. But when you meditate, you see this something is like, oh, my eyes hurt. I cannot. So you easily lost effort. That's always we have happening. We have to think about ourselves. Oh, we have effort. How much we have effort? Yeah. So that's why we need a comfort for beginner people. If you don't have comfort, then you lose your focus. You lose your effort. It's you are a good practitioner, then comfort is not that important. So naturally the person create comfort everything. They're not really relying on ultra level conditions that much. So they have their own ability to create good comfort, everything. This is for really for beginners, we sharing for us, these meditator practitioners. Even they don't need, but they're helping us. We have to know that. Then the point is like no white, something very, no light color, so maybe darker color, okay? So your eye contact object. So when you eye contact object, people watch like this. It's correct or incorrect? You think about it. Too tight, right? You know really good meditator become too tight. Your eyes easily get pain and tired, easily get agitated. Relax. You when you meditate, your body need to relax. Who asked you tight? No, correct, incorrect. Okay, don't make it too tight. More relax and how to watch the object. You see the object, but eyes like almost closed. Yeah, when you focus on the object, if Thomas meditating, I watch him, his closed eye. I seeing his closed eye, but himself no closed eye. He's seeing this focal object. You know that is the correct way because longer meditation really, taking care of your eye. So when I was young, we don't know how to do that, and we too much tight. I did this meditating object focus, right? And my eye has a problem already. So don't tight. You need to relax your eye gets object. Rest your mind as long as you can. You can in that very vivid clarity emptiness. So it's a shamatha with vipassana. This one called your mind resting with the object, and then same time you recognize your mind is very vivid clarity emptiness. So you focus object, your mind is like it's there, but no any physical, mind is like no physical, but it's clear and presently be that focus with object resting. So you much ever you can, you have to stay that way. Then sometimes we think why we have to focus object. Many people has this issue. Yeah, do you have that kind of thought or no? So why we have to like mind resting with this object? I don't want to wasting time. Why I do this? So I have to do something, right? That's that also comes a thought sometimes. That then become you lose effort, and that is an obstacle, and that's why happen because we always think worldly things more important to the practice of meditation. We don't have meditation experience. People who don't have meditation experience, then that kind easily their thoughts create. You know, people who don't know how to meditate, then they blame the meditators. Why he stay too long? He's nothing doing, he or she, right? He's nothing doing. Why he stay? They're wasting time. You know, they think that. So you rest in your mind, focus object. 1-2 minutes, you don't recognize much, right? But think about it, you really have strong uh, thoughts, emotions going on your mind, yeah, and something issue with your family, job, and many hard difficulties going on with your life. Then you just be in your room, you focus the object, you stay in the 1 hour, then you really recognize the benefits. Because this all overwhelming is naturally dissolved. So your mind is like become, you don't know what happened. Yeah, and feel relaxed and the joy, and then you come out with your family or friends, like you are smiling, you are much better, everything become, you know. Before you go into the room, like face is, you know, angry, upset, then you go stay in the meditate, 1 hour come out, your family see you different, okay? So that's the become change. That's why, you know, like if you rest in mind, it's a focus object. Take time to calm down your mind. You know, think about our mind is crazy monkey. Okay, so they have example. It's your home. This is a temple, yeah, and we have these 4 pillars in this temple. Okay, and I have a rope here in this court. Is a rope. Okay, okay. And there I have so many treasure object here. So it's many windows here, right? It's crazy monkey running here in this everywhere, going to destroy all these treasure objects. Yeah. So that's our mind is crazy. It's like, you know, destroying our own happiness, ourselves. So then this mind is so fast. So each window goes means like eye conscious, you know, tongue consciousness, air consciousness, and the body consciousness. So all these 6 consciousness, mind is one mind, but so fast going on, and you know, focus with the song, focus with the object. You know, I mean, the seeing the form like followed by the object. So all this going on, then your mind is not resting. So you destroy your happiness already there. Okay, so now we have in these 4 pillars is think about this pillar is for mindful meditation. Yeah, mindful is support. So now this shamatha we use the object is the same as this pillar. Okay, we have a pillar. Your mindful is this ropes. So rope tight this crazy monkey in the pillar, on the pillar, right? On the pillar. Okay, tied up, so monkey cannot run. You use 2 things, right? Stop doing your crazy mind. What are you using? You're using support object. It's the same as a pillar. You're using mindful, yeah? So awareness, sometimes called alertness, and more sharper alertness. So that is the same as a rope. The rope tight, monkey in the pillar. Monkey cannot run, cannot destroy all the objects, right? So same, you know, your crazy mind, you cannot destroy your happiness. So that's why we need focus object. Focus object which you need sharper mind is called alertness. It's correct, alertness. Yeah, alertness and mindful. So sometimes use these different both words. So this watching your crazy mind cannot move or like stay with the focal object. Then you resting that you go to up to 1 hour. I can give you guarantee. If you really do correctly, you can release your all the thoughts and your stress out. Your whatever you're going on, some problems, you can release at that moment there. So then you have peaceful joy and more happiness arise. Uh, so you can create that yourself. True happiness, who destroy our crazy mind, destroy our own happiness. Who create our happiness, we can create our own happiness. So that's why this meditation means we create our own happiness. Yeah, we know meditation means like not destroying other, spirits and maras, right? And we not ask Buddha seeing, like where we people think is like when you meditate, do you see the Buddha? It's misunderstand. So someone asks you a question when you meditate, you really can stay mind is without the thoughts 1 hour. Then that person knows how to ask question. Yeah. So when you meditate, you know, then thought comes, how to control that, how to release thoughts. When emotion arises, how to let go emotion. If that kind of ask question, then it's a perfect question. You can give. Otherwise, like, we talk about target is in the east, you shooting arrow is in the west. So people ask question is like totally not related to your meditation. That person never meditated. That's why they're just blind. So that's the reason. Long as follow the dharma means you have to meditate. Otherwise, just go always auto level things, but not really become practitioner. Uh, in the Tibet, the what we say, sapa is author, sa means author, nangpa means inner. So Buddhist is called nangpa. Why is it called nangpa? Inner. Why is we call inner? Means you focus more your mind. You control your own mind. So that's why called nangpa means Buddhist. Yeah. So not talking about the Buddhist means like not eat meat, yeah, and not doing something like other like something. Oh, Buddhist people don't do this, or some things we then think people is the Buddhist. That not that case actually. The root is Buddhist means like practice your mind. Buddha talk about three important states. Uh, Stop the non-virtuous deeds. Stop like that, no virtuous deeds, no harming for other beings. Create peace. This first level. Second level, cultivate virtuous deeds. Is create love and compassion yourself for others. Third is subdue your mind. Subdue your mind, our own mind. So that three statement, then that is the teaching. So all this teaching is subsumed to these three categories. We have to know that three categories. Then you are become Buddhist. So then this one is, the last stage is subduing our crazy mind. So no, if thoughts arise, instinctively recognize the thoughts, immediately cut through the thoughts and go back to the object of focus. Yeah, when you meditate, thoughts comes. Oh, I cannot meditate. So much thoughts come. People say that. Do you also have that kind of issue, right? Yes. You know, like when you meditate, the thoughts come. Oh, I cannot meditate. I have thoughts come. Thoughts come. That's why we have to meditate. If you don't have thoughts, you don't need to meditate. Why we have to meditate? Because we have so much thoughts. That's why we have to meditate. Yeah. Then how to we stop these thoughts? Here says, thoughts arise, instantly recognize. We have to recognize. This is the hardest one when you meditate. You know how to meditate, focus on object, but you don't recognize thoughts comes. So that's why he says recognize thoughts. How to recognize? When you meditate, you know, I already told you, you have two things, right? Two things is object, focus object. It's the same as a pillar. And then your mind focus that object. That really helps not let thoughts arise. But still thought is arising because our mind is so strong habituate, follow the thoughts. Very hard to stop thoughts. It's very hard to stop, not easy. Still thoughts arise. So then you need alertness, mindful, watch the, your mind. You don't have actually two minds, but when you meditate, focus with the object, same time watching yourself, your mind. Then thoughts arise, it's always happening. I can say, oh, you have to stop thoughts, but I say easy, but when I meditate, it's not easy to stop the thoughts. So, and thoughts arise, you can follow the thoughts, you follow the thoughts. I know that, we follow the thoughts. But then people say, I cannot meditate, I follow the thoughts. You have to, you need that. We need that, minds follow the thoughts. Then you have to recognize. Some people recognize right away. Some people takes a couple of time, like maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. Some takes like 10, 20 minutes become. So wasting lots. It take too long. It's actually you wasting lots of time and you not really meditating, cultivating thoughts. Yeah. Your body is like still meditation, but your mind is all over the thought, follow the thoughts. So you cultivating thoughts. That's always happening. The hardest is, when you with your friend talking with them, enjoy. You don't think many things. You forget lots. So when you meditate, then you thinking about, oh, I have to go to grocery. I don't have food. Or I have to cook this food tomorrow. Oh, this food is not good, so then I have to talk this person, I have to call this person. So all this kind of arising. Do you have that problem? Yes? Yeah. So everything is arising. The reason is your mind is resting, then you have this arising. So then very hard to recognize your mind follow the thoughts. Some people sometimes like to follow the thoughts. They just pretend meditating, they just like to follow the thoughts, They create like some good feeling and then good thoughts, right? Desire thoughts, they like to follow that. So that's all is actually wrong, that not benefit your mind. In this case, when thoughts arise, so right away recognize is very hard. So the point is, you are beginner meditator, you are just okay, like middle of level meditator, or you are really good high level meditator. Anyone has this thought arise. Yeah. Even like really good high level practitioners, also thoughts arise. They are not just cope, they have mind. Thoughts arise. But then good meditators, thoughts arise, right away recognize. Just go back to the focus object. Thoughts arise, recognize. They don't just follow that, go back to focus object. And that means you liberating thought. Yeah. And then the middle level meditator, thoughts arise, they don't recognize right away, but they don't too long wasting time. Maybe 2 minutes, Then recognize thoughts, okay, go back to meditate again. And take little time to recognize. And then really beginner meditator, very hard to recognize. So that's the reason that you are really beginner, you have this issue with stop the thoughts. What you have to do? You have to promise yourself, I'm going to meditate 1 hour, okay? So you're going to meditate 1 hour, then what do you have to do? You have to do within 1 hour, you have to create yourself, timing. How to create timing yourself? Break up all this 1 hour is 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 1 hour, so how many sections become? 10 minutes has 2, right? 20 has 4. 30 has 6. 6 times 12, 12 sections become, yeah? You create 12 sections, so you can use your phone. Each 5 minutes makes your song, right? You know we have lots of technology, good things. You know you can create something. 5 minutes, vibrate your phone. Something make song. Then that helps you become, wasting time. 5 minutes you meditate. If you meditation goes good, very good, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, fourth comes, you follow the thoughts, fifth comes, this rank comes, then you can stop there again. So then you go back to again, starting, meditate. So each 5 minutes, you section is like short sections create. Then you are go more, or practitioner, go up to 10 minutes each section. Then there's 10 minutes distracting you, you go up to 20 minutes each section. Then you 20 minutes is okay for you, then don't create any sections, just 1 hour go directly to meditate. So that's why beginners need many short sections have to create, otherwise we wasting lots of time because we don't recognize thoughts arise. So good meditator or really beginner is in this case, thoughts arise or not. So thoughts arise for everyone. Actually, thoughts is great. I share many times like when we talk about the Mahamudra teachings, thoughts is causes of wisdom. So without the thoughts, you cannot, your practice is go deeper and more, like go progressing or like create more quality strong without the thoughts. That's why, it's really good meditator is progressing fast, is like sharp mind, lots of thoughts going on, and crazy monkey mind is great. Meditating really benefit. Okay, drawness is really hard. That is the hardest one, draw. Like mine is like, so all is going for sleep. Not much thoughts. So that is the hardest one to benefit. So actually, crazy mind is all the time follow the thoughts is hard, right? It's really hard, and we create ourselves so much suffering. But meditation really benefit that person right away. More fast. So that's why it's thoughts arise, instantly recognize thoughts. So what you have to do, immediately cut through the thoughts and go back to object or focus. You have to focus object. Meditate, rest in mind. Focus object. The object really help you become, your mind is not followed all over the place. So then let your mind be in its natural state without convoluted thoughts such as the focal object is taken inside by my mind. You cannot think about it. Some people times, oh, this object is same as my mind, or my mind is the same as this object. The point is you cannot use intellectual meditation. This is called resting mind meditation, okay? So we have two different levels of meditation: intellectual meditation and resting mind meditation. This is a part of the resting mind meditation. So you cannot analytical use. Yeah. So, oh, my mind is still. He's a no, it's there. Yeah, he's focused. Yeah, this focus object is white color. Oh, it's not good, right? You just cultivating, then it's become you lose your mind. So that's why it's mind, it's natural, be in its natural states without convoluted thoughts such as the focal object taken inside by mind. My mind is taken outside by the focal object. Mind and focal object are one or separate and so forth. So you cannot use this analytically, or my mind is the same as this object, or object is the same as my mind. Don't do that. Anything cultivating, don't think about it. That time, don't think about the Buddha, don't think about the samsara, okay? So just your mind is resting. Then that time you don't need to think about I have to do offerings, I have to do prostration. That's also let go. So you just mind resting, meditate, and the natural states, much ever you can. So that's is first section Shamatha meditation. I think the time is finished here. So first section Shamatha meditation. So someone cannot join afternoon. So like you focus with object. Anytime you use object, and the mind resting with the object. So then I'm going to share some like afternoon, but more we're going to meditation. So you can watch it tomorrow, and someone cannot join tonight. You can watch the video, and also your tonight until tomorrow in morning here, and your evening. Your homework is just focus with object, meditate. And now we're going to, stop the lunch break here and come back to 2 o'clock, right? And I'm going to do the short dedication. So here, short dedication. Dorjen Chang Telopa Naropa Marpa Malarepa Dharma Lord Gambopa Pamutuba Lord Digompa, please bestow upon us most auspicious bless over all Kaju Lamas. By this virtue may achieve emanations by defeating all enemies confusion. May all who travels on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where is unborn may it arise, where is born may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities are far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri Devero realized the ultimate state, and as did the Samantha Bada, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for sentient beings. By the bless of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the bless of the true of unchanging Dharma as a side, by the bless of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I shall bear fruit. By this virtue collected in 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by in a rule of virtue may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teaching of great Gompa Ranashiri, whose emanation Lord of Dharma, Master of Interdependent, continue to increase through study, practice, contemplation, meditation, until the end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Thanks, translators. Thanks, organizers. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
See
chúng ta
you
sẽ
later. Take short break.
Yes, thank you, Khenpo. Thank you, all the hosts and hostess, and thank you, everyone, our friends, the Sangha friend, for being so patient.
Thank you.
常住都是广转法轮。